Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network, and I thought we'd try another mail call. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but basically I'm just using these to kind of introduce new items as they're coming in, because there's obviously some delay between getting an item and actually putting out some kind of intro video or unboxing, or getting it up on the site for a review or even a larger project. But we did get, you can see, quite a few things in. So I was actually gone for the last 4 days. I went up to Oregon to visit my sister. So I'm back and I'm in the office. The new improved office, I should point out. We have not a new office, it's the same office building, but or the same office space. So we did rearrange. I did rearrange. I don't know what people use the royal we. But yeah, I set up this little shelving unit here with some pegboard and decided to hang up some of my tools and my seldomly used items, because I'm mostly just doing the site and web, not actually building stuff. All right, well, let's go ahead and start with this priority mail piece here. I believe I know who this might be. Looks like it's kind of bulging out of the package. We have more books from Ampersand Publishing. Thanks, Ampersand Publishing. Specifically say thanks to Jeff and Pat. So we've got Allied Axis Journal, a photo journal of the Second World War, Sturmgeschütz in Finland. Let me see if I can get that close enough where you guys can actually see the covers. We've got High Mobility, a visual history of the U.S. Army's modern high mobility multipurpose wheeled vehicle, Part 1. Of course, that would be the Humvee, the early series. And the M42 Duster, a visual history of the U.S. Army's modern mobile anti-aircraft platform. So we'll definitely get those up for some turning the page videos, but they're also available for written reviews. And no, Adobe Apple software, I do not want you up on my screen right now, but thank you very much. Alright, next along we have a package. Oh, actually, I got a letter. I got a letter, I'm not going to say from who, but it actually came from England. And let me see if I can just kind of talk about mail call. I think this is one of the few letters, I think I've gotten a few of these, but this is: Dear Armorama, this is the first time I've written to you, and I'm writing to you about a couple of model kits I remember seeing in a model shop many years ago. There were two 1/72nd or 1/76 scale diorama in a box kits, and both depicted an aircraft attacking a tank. The mounting for the plane was disguised as a tree or other part. I think I remember this diorama. The kit included a 1x German Panzer IV tank, a 1x American P-51 Mustang fighter. The other kit included a 1x American M4 Sherman tank and a 1x German Focke-Wulf F-190 fighter. Now, is he talking about the Joe Neumeyer not digital dioramas? What was it? It was dynamic dioramas. Is that what I'm thinking? He's thinking of the dioramas, anyways, not necessarily the kits. I think the manufacturer was American, either Lindbergh or Monogram, but that's all I know. I'm looking for these kits. I'm just wondering if you and other modelers remember these kits. And it's signed Gary. I won't give his last name or anything like that. But if you know which kits Gary's talking about and you're watching this video, put it in the comments section. I think the dioramas do sound similar to some Joseph Neumeyer dioramas that were on a site called Dynamic Dioramas, which I believe is still around, and if it is, I'll put a link down below, but a lot of great dioramas on that site. Alright, so now that we've gotten the official mail out of the way, computer requiring restart, no, postpone. Don't do anything like that. Don't do anything radical, computer. Okay, so, then we got this box, which looks like it's from our friends at Zvezda. Zvezda always packages things in an interesting way. Very, very, very frugal. They've got some tape on here, which I think is kind of low grade. Like, you can actually remove this tape and not damage things, I hope. But let me go ahead and, I'm going to need some of my box cutters anyways, my trusty little new orange handled box covers. Alright, well, we've got a couple of the little gaming, wargaming kits. And then they have their 1/72nd scale T90. Very, very nice. Let me get that. And I'm sure that might be based off of their CAD work for their 1/35th scale kit. And then they included a couple, like I said, of their wargaming 1/72nd scale planes, the Soviet Air Force ground crew. Of course, it's kind of hard to believe. 1/72nd scale tank, 1/72nd scale plane. Very odd. But these really are like, just to give you an example, I will do a quick unboxing as soon as I get through the seal. I actually put a seal on these. So they're quite crammed in, as you can see. But, oh, it's just the figures. Oh, okay, 1/72nd scale crew figures. That makes sense now. I was going to say, how did you fit a 1/72nd scale plane in that box? And then the other one is, right, the ground crew for the German Air Force ground crew, and the other one is the Soviet Air Force ground crew. That's a good addition, I would say, wouldn't you say? Yeah, good to have those guys. So that is something actually aircraft and the IRM modelers would be interested in. Make sure to actually cover these. I mean, they still are kind of in there, as you can see from the figures. I could actually cut this open. You can see from the kits, they do include a lot of like groundwork and so forth, like they're little platforms for the figures to stand on. So I think they are made for the wargaming stuff. It's just that, well, maybe not. Yeah, because they're not really a lot of 1/72nd scale wargaming. They're usually in smaller scales for that. Anyways, I hypothesize. I get bad about that in my older years. All right, so then we have a kit from Tamiya, which I can tell it's from Tamiya because it's labeled Tamiya. Could this be a kit that we have been waiting for? Waiting and waiting and waiting for. We shall see. Let's see here. Nope. It's a bunch of different kits. We've got a German 3-ton 4x2 cargo truck, 1/48 scale. So kind of continuing their series of trucks and so forth. And then we have what looks to be a kind of pack, or a multi-pack item here. We've got the German, wow, this is actually, okay, I was going to say, I almost couldn't open this. We've got the German tank Panther Os D, and that is, I'm going to guess, a new kit. I can look at it in a second to see. And then we have the German Panther Os D separate track links, so including nicely the separate track links for us to take a look at as well. Thanks to me, I feel like it's my birthday. And then they also included, as again, I think part of an upscale detail, the detail up part series for the Panther Os D metal gun barrel set with some additional plastic, I think engine, I'm guessing, or transaxle or radio, maybe interior detail. I think it's like looks like interior cockpit. I want to say cockpit. Interior turret details. I want to take a quick look at the production numbers on here. Might have to break out my my thing, which looks like I unplugged, but these are. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. 2015 Tamiya stamped parts, so this is a new kit. Alright, well I would have known that if I'd fallen into my own new section probably. But it does include the vinyl tracks obviously, but then you can upgrade them to the separate track line. So we'll definitely have an unboxing on this kit and the upgraded details. And again, just to kind of give you some mouth-watering, Tamiya Panther, yeah, nice. Alright. So the next box. Now this, I believe, is from Takom. I contacted our friends at Takom, who are our site sponsors, and basically said, "Where's the samples?" and they nicely said, "Oh, sure, we'll send some." Boy, they really wrapped this up well. I'm gonna have to. This is like, I feel like I'm dissecting something. Like, it looks like it's wrapped to go underwater, you know, just maybe to keep the drug-sniffing dogs at bay. Anyways, I don't show you what's underneath the popcorn. That's secret. Oh my goodness! All right, well, after I get this unwrapped, there's a lot of tape and a lot of plastic went into the safeguarding of this box. Oh, here go my optivisors. So how you guys been doing? Good, good, yeah. The nice weather where you're at is summer. It's getting hot. Like I said, I was up in Oregon. It was nice and cool. But compared to Central and Southern California, anyway. Who would have ever thought an unboxing would take this long? I haven't even actually gotten at the box yet. Oh goodness. All right. There's my mat. Wow. It just doesn't want to give it up. No, it's clinging to the package. I'm sure this is amusing for some of you anyways. Alright, at least one person I know in England will be laughing his butt off about now. Okay. I got it. Didn't beat me. I'll just edit all that part out. Okay, so what do we have in this box? Alright, well, we're probably going to have quite a few of the Takom recent releases. That includes, oh goodness, the Land Cruiser P1000 Rate. That's the big giant tank. If you didn't know, this is a 1/144th scale. So in terms of size, I will give you a quick peek, because I'm actually curious myself how big we're talking about for the actual hull and so forth of this kit. Kind of an unboxing before the unboxing. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, I mean, it looks like the size of a 1/35th kit, 1/35th scale kit, but in 1/144th scale. So anyways, so that's nicely filled with plastic. This kit's been out for a little while, so granted we don't have it early on. This is what I try to tell manufacturers. Tamiya, for example, sent us that Panther kit before it's available. They sent it basically as they're shipping it overseas in container ships and stuff. So it's still got to get here from the container ships. That's why you can buy it right now on some doing a lot of bending over. This is good exercise. You can buy it through some Asian retailers, obviously, because it's out in Asia, but it'll be a while before it's available in Europe and so forth. Unless the hobby store wants to spring for air shipment, and then in that case, they could probably get it to them right away. But all right, so we've got this, the Feldenschlagerdraht Fug 2.5T. So it's a forklift, obviously, and I have had some experience running forklifts, nothing that large, but yeah, that looks like an interesting kit. This is a 1/35th scale kit. Not sure when this came out, but it may be new. Then we have the Skoda, and they really, I'm serious, they believe in like really packing, shipping this stuff, and there's a lot of tape. Not making fun, I'm just saying it's really well sealed. See, this is half my job, is unboxing things and actually getting them out of the shipping material. And of course, saving all this stuff so they can use it later. Alright, so this one is the Skoda 42cm M1917 Heavy Siege Howitzer. And Skoda gun, very nice. I think that's also been, unless this is a different variant of it, that's been out for a little while. And what else do we have? We've got the Ukraine Kraz truck, and I'll endeavor to try to get this out of here without slicing my fingers off. Alright, here we go. Nice looking truck. Looks like it's right out of a video game that I play, which deals with a lot of Russian some modern vehicles and stuff. This is the late type, the Kraz 6322. I think there was a previous release, so this is a new-ish release of that truck variant. And then lastly, we have, I believe this is also a new kit, and this one they kind of destroyed the cover on this one. Why you do this person in shipping department of Takom? You don't put tape on boxes. Bad. If you do, you need to put that tape that doesn't do any damage. Because I gotta take photos of this stuff. Oh man, somebody was not thinking ahead. If you knew the cost, well, some of you do, but I mean, if you knew the cost it took to ship Takom, this giant box, heavy box, overseas by air, yeah, it's not good to put a bunch of tape on. I'm trying to pull tape off the actual box without doing any damage, which sometimes you can do just by doing it this way. Oh, and then I get a long piece of tape running across the whole front part. Luckily, these these Takom boxes are very glossy, so they kind of, you know, if you're going to have to do it with this, any box, this is the box to try to do it with because they kind of retain their cohesion, I guess. Alright, this one is the SP Panzer II Lux A1A2, very smart looking modern wheeled vehicle, not tracked vehicle. And this is a 2-in-1 kit, so I guess it makes either the A1 or the A2. So we'll get, of course, have all these up on as unboxings probably in short time. As soon as I bury myself from all the many other kits that I still also have, which include things like the Toyota Model AA, which Tamiya sent to us recently. Also the Team Lotus Type 49B, which they sent to us recently. I'm sad to say that Zavesta sent this a hot ship back a while ago, and I'm still working on a unboxing video for that, as well as some kits we just got in recently, some things like the Revell Reebox things like this Mustang, and the nostalgic re-release of the Duster Twin 40. I think that's called the Duster, isn't it? Isn't it a Duster? I believe it is. The Sherman M4A1 Screamin' Mini, and then also MRC has sent us a couple of the 1/72nd scale F8E and FA 18A plus. The aircraft designations, I don't know how you guys do it. And the AH-64D Block 2 early version. So, as well as some things we still have up from prior Dragon boxes and things like that. So, shit, these camera back. So that said, anything else I want to cover? Not really. Taking a dramatic pause here. Yeah, we just there's lots of review content stuff that I want to get done, obviously, but I do want to concentrate on some of the coding aspects to the site. If you're just a YouTube user and you haven't used our websites, then you won't be able to give us much feedback in that regard. But if you are a one of our 3,000 plus YouTube subscriber followers, then I would appreciate any feedback you can give me as potentially why you don't use the website. Is it just because websites are old and forums are kind of passé and then you just use Facebook and YouTube and such? Or is it because the login process is too time consuming, or you don't want to register because that's, you know, kind of a just too much. I don't want to make it sound like you're being lazy, but I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, I do it as well. There seems to be kind of a modern thing with, you know, oh, that's too much effort. I've got to move on to this next thing that I'm going to do or look at, which probably means you haven't even finished watching this video. You stopped watching about the time that I did the Takom thing. But for the people still watching, my loyal watchers, yeah, we would appreciate any feedback you can give us about the websites, or even the YouTube pages and videos and stuff too. If you think there's something we should be doing that we're not, or there's something that you'd like to see us do that we're not doing. Again, there's things that I'd love to be able to do, which, for example, I have bought what's the word I'm looking for? I bought something for my camera, which basically would allow for a intermittent photo taken, which I know there's a word for this, but it's like skipping right in my head at the moment. To do time lapse photography, yes, of a model being assembled. So I kind of thought that would be kind of cool. I was going to do it on the Tamiya Hummel the Tamiya Nashorn release, which was more than a year ago now. So I've had it actually about that long. I still haven't actually set aside time to actually do the assembly to then create the time-lapse video. But that's something I think I do definitely want to try to do, say in the next, over the summer maybe. Alright, well thanks for watching again. If you've been a loyal watcher and you've watched all the way through this point, I appreciate it. Make sure to give us the thumbs up and the like if you like these mail call unboxings. I mean, excuse me, obviously I didn't go into a lot of detail, but you know, we will do that in future videos or in future reviews and articles on the site. These are just to kind of just give you a heads up, I guess, that these kits are either on the way or are out now, and so forth and so on. So, and if you remember Gary's question about the couple of kits that he's trying to find from yesteryear, remember to post that in the comment section either here or on the site, and I will try to look that up and make sure to somehow find him. I think I may have to write him a letter. Oh my goodness, I haven't done that in forever. Well, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time on Mail Call.